what's up? It's your boy 110 Kid live in effect, and you're watching the update. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now, bringing the latest information from me to you. Today's message is understanding your worth. If you don't understand your worth, no one will. You have to make sure you understand your worth. People will use you for your time, your energy, and anything that you have to offer because you don't know your worth. You have to understand your worth. Somebody can't afford your worth. Someone can't buy your worth. You have to understand that your worth is priceless. There's no limit to what you're worth. Please understand that. Today's message is to understand your worth. Don't cut yourself short. I know it's hard not cutting yourself short, but sometimes you just do. Being a part of the group that doesn't understand the value of yourself. And you shouldn't have to put yourself down just to fit in a crowd. Know your worth, know who you are, stand on your ground, and be you. Okay? This is today's message. Okay, now let's go into today's breaking news. Breaking news. Ex-NBA star Jamal Mashburn owns 100 businesses, 40 Papa John's, 38 steakhouses, 5 car dealerships, and 3 Dunkin' Donuts, and much more. Jamal Mashburn, the ex-NBA player. Clearly, he knows today's message. Clearly, he understands something that other NBA players didn't get. Clearly, he had some advice on how to invest money. Shout out to you, Jamal Mashburn. Wow, didn't know that. Okay, question. Is $900,000 enough money for you to leave or quit your job? Please let me know in the comments below. $900,000 I had, of course I'm quitting my job. I don't know what's my job, actually. I do so many jobs. I think it's impossible to quit your job if you had a job. If you're working for yourself, it's impossible. Entrepreneurs can never quit their job. They can never rest because that's just part of their lifestyle. I don't know how to quit a job. I never worked for anybody. Only worked for myself. And I suggest if that's the path that you would like to take, is try to work for yourself. Okay, let's move on. Jon Jones isn't afraid of Tom Aspinall, says DC. I wish people would stop saying that. He's not afraid of that guy. He's not afraid of anyone. I believe that he's negotiating probably a higher bag, trying to get more money to make the UFC a go. I need this fight because the fans want it so bad. Then give him a number that he can't refuse. You heard that? Give Jon Jones a number that he cannot simply refuse. What's going to be the ticket number? I think Jon Jones is playing it smart. He understands today's message as well. He knows his worth now. He can have an opportunity to live comfortably without fighting again. And he knows his worth. So this is going to higher the stakes. Sorry. Okay? So DC, I think you're onto something. Breaking news. Dame Dash says Drake ghosted a $6 million bid for his third of Rockefeller Records. Dame Dash, why are you selling your business? Stop selling your shit. Keep the third of the Rockefeller Records for yourself. And stop trying to sell your shit. Dame Dash, you taught me how to be a true entrepreneur. You don't complain if people ghost you. Come on. You have to know your worth. Looks sad, man. Come on, Dame Dash. Come on, man. Don't let a brother down. It wouldn't be surprising to me when we fight. I'm like a minus 1,000 favorite. Nickal versus Khamzat Chimaev. Two wrestling favorites. American wrestling versus Dagestani wrestling. Oh my gosh. This could be one of the most interesting fights that we've seen in a long time. I hope I got your name right, Bo. You're amazing. You're a badass. Khamzat Chimaev, you're also a badass. And it would be one of those dream fights that you would imagine when you're sleeping while having a wet dream, to see these two badass go head to head. I think if Khamzat Chimaev beats Nickal, then he deserves a title shot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay. NBA news, the Los Angeles Lakers may be reluctant to trade D'Angelo Russell now that he has become impactful in his six-man role. They say he's averaging 12 points per game, 3 assists, and a few extra rebounds, which helps the Los Angeles Lakers stay afloat. So, do you think they will trade D'Angelo Russell, or is this news right? Shout out to you, D'Angelo Russell, for putting in work year after year. Okay. Breaking news according to TMZ. Exclusive. Diddy's son issue a cease and desist over Kim Porter's book. Kim Porter's book. Oh my gosh. Something's in that book. While you have that book, you better cherish it, because it might be worth more than you think. And this is why Diddy's son, he's no fool. He knows what's going down. He's seen what's going down. He's been around in the mix, and he's enjoyed the mix. Because like father, like son, the tree and the apple are very close. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay? So Diddy's son issues a cease and a desist over Kim Porter's book. And the shocking news is, I don't fucking know who the fuck Kim Porter is. Sorry, had to curse. Next. Mike Tyson says his wife told him he doesn't need to fight Jake Paul. If I did it for free, it's not going to change my life. My wife constantly tells me you didn't need to fight Jake Paul. He said this is what he wanted to do. This is him. And he's seeking his own glory. Sometimes it's hard not taking the advice from the people who love you when you're in search of your own glory. You heard that? Sometimes it's hard not taking the advice of people who love you when you're in search of your own glory. It's hard. It's truly difficult. Because when you start to listen to that advice from the loved ones, you begin to doubt yourself. You cut short of your glory when you start taking advice from people who love you or people who say they have your best interests in mind. So what do? You follow your own heart. You follow your own mind. You do what you feel that might enhance your glory. Shout out to you, Mike Tyson. Breaking news, not really. Rapper T.I. said no matter how much Tiny is making, T.I. doesn't want her to pay for anything. And I agree with this. A man should be able to cover the expenses of the person he loves. I agree with this. Shout out to you, T.I. Demetrius Johnson says Aspinall has the speed, the athleticism, and the power to give Jon Jones problems. He's still getting better right now against this version of Jones. Tom can beat him. Demetrius Johnson, I'm not sure if you're right. This game of MMA, this game of fighting, who beats who, it's a very intricate game. I'm not a professional fighter. But when I do get into the ring, it's like I have good days and I have bad days. Let me know. Do you think Jon Jones can beat Tom Aspinall? Do you think Demetri Johnson is right? Let me know. This MMA world is crazy. I've seen some crazy upsets in my lifetime. One minute you're down, and next minute you're holding your hand up. That's how life is. Shout out to you, Demetri Johnson. Interesting news. Did you know the world's most followed TikToker, Kabilame, is a Muslim and Hafiz el-Quran? This means he knows how to recite the Quran from front to back, back to front without looking. That's bars. Who got bars? He clearly has bars. Not an easy thing to do. That's like, I have no words. I'm like, that's something if you can remember 750 pages in your mind, that deserves some type of recognition. Shout out to you, Kabi Lame. I hope I'm pronouncing your name. I'm the butcher of names. Forgive me. Here we go. Bo Nickal responds to Daniel Cormier's response. To hear things like, oh, he's not ready for Khamzat. It was a little disappointing to hear some of those comments coming from people I respect a lot. Bo Nickal. I feel you, Bo Nickal. I feel you on this 100%. It's hard hearing comments of people that you respect that doubt your abilities. It's truly hard. I don't want to hear comments from people that I respect that doubt me. That's my friends, my family, my loved ones, my children. If you love me, don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. So if a person loves you, they shouldn't doubt you. Does it make sense? Okay? Okay. Breaking news. Elon Musk declares pride flags should be banned from classrooms permanently. I don't know whose idea was to put sexual preferences inside a classroom. I don't know whose idea was it. Someone had to come up and say, okay, we should put sexual preferences flags in the classrooms so kids and young adults and adolescents should all view it. Like I said, I'm not against anyone's sexual preference. It's not for me. It's not against me. It's not helping me. I don't have anything against people who want to practice their own preference in the bedroom. That's your choice. But don't push it upon other people. That's all I would say. Don't push it on other people. It's like me being a Muslim and pushing my religion on my girlfriend because she eats pork. That's not me. It's best to create your own school and call it the Pride School, where everyone of the same nature can go and attend. This is a killer idea. I'm going to copyright it. It's copyrighted. I need 10% of the Pride Schools Commission. Okay? Don't push your agendas on other people. It's not kind. It's not cool. If you follow something, make sure you're doing it for you. And if you feel that you have to push it upon other people, create your own group and let the followers follow your group and be happy. WNBA Angel Reese says she's single and her next man needs to be 6'7" and in the NBA. Wow. She looks bad. I mean, bad as in good. I'm sorry, I'm not 6'7". I'm not 6'7". I don't know a lot of people who are. So, if you're in the NBA and you're 6'7", you need to holler at Angel Reese. Make sure the relationship lasts, I hope. NBA news, LeBron James wants to copyright the nickname King for the NBA. Do you think he should be allowed to copyright the word king? Does he deserve the title? We have the Michael Jordaners, we have the LeBron Jamers debate who is the greatest of all time. Who deserves the title of king? And can he copyright it for the NBA? John Havlicek versus Michael Jordan. 11-time All-NBA. 13 times All-Star. 8 titles. 26K points. 8K rebounds. 6K assists. 31 triple-doubles. 8 finals. 8-0 finals. Against Michael Jordan's stats, 11-time All-NBA, 14 All-Stars, 6 titles, 32,000 K points, 6K rebounds, 5K assists, 28 triple-doubles, 6-0. I think he's clearly underrated, if you ask me. He should be the GOAT. Or should he? No. Report. Israel Adesanya versus Nasruddin Imavov in the works to headline UFC's event in Riyadh on February 1st. This is the first non-title fight for Israel since 2019. I hope that's correct. Israel Adesanya, man, I respect you. You have been fighting for years. You won titles, you lost titles, you've been knocked out, you knocked out people. Man, throw some damn respect on Israel Adesanya's name. Throw some respect on his name. Come on. Okay. Francis Ngannou, he says, I don't want to fight Jake Paul. I want to fight the brothers. Put them in the cage and lock it. This is crazy. Logan will just tie your feet while Jake Paul beats your face. Pause. Question, do you think he's strong enough to beat the Paul brothers? So, Do you think that Francis Ngannou can beat both Paul brothers at the same time? This is ridiculous. I think it's really impossible. But you never know. Maybe if they rig the fight. Here we go. Breaking news. NBA YoungBoy sentenced to 2.2 years in prison. I don't get it. You know, you make this money, right? You become this big star. You influence the world by your music. But we still have to suffer being victimized by their own mistakes. NBA YoungBoy, see you soon, bro. Blessings and love. LeBron James says they didn't find DK. The other teams fucked up. That's 16 of the other teams. Shout out to you for drafting Dalton Knight. I'm the butcher of names. I'm sorry. I butcher names all the time. I'm sorry. I butcher the names. Ryan Garcia reveals he has plans to fight Jake Paul. I think everybody wants to fight Jake Paul. If you fight Jake Paul, you will become rich. You might get knocked out. You might be subdued to an unfair contract. You might get instant fame. You might be ridiculed. But it will only benefit your life, unless you die, to fight Jake Paul. Joe Rogan says they've always hated you. You have to hate them because you can't beat them. So much truth to that statement. At the same time, the love I felt at the Garden this week, I'll never forget. It was great to be home. Shout out to Jon Jones, man. Come on. Alex Pereira thinks Jon Jones should be ranked number 1 in the pound-for-pound rankings. As it stands, Islam is first, Jon Jones is second, and Alex Pereira is third. Here we go. Andrew Tate, long time we didn't hear this name. Andrew Tate says he's ready to teach Jake Paul a lesson after Paul's fight with Mike Tyson. Andrew Tate, where have you been? It seems like you're still caught in the Matrix. You should know if you can't beat them, join them. Not saying I will join them. I'm not in the fight with them. I'm in a fight with myself. And we're in a fight with ourselves. And if you're ready, I would love to see you in the ring. actually. I want to see Andrew Tate in the ring against Jake Paul. I know he's not going to be subdued to the contracts. He seems like a stand-up man. I would love to see that fight actually happen. Make it happen. Andrew Tate. Come on. Okay. Lord have mercy. Family Feud contestant is currently going viral. Steve Harley was trying his best not to look at that beautiful BBL. Oh my gosh. Breaking news. This is zero disrespect to Michael Chandler, butcher of names, sorry. But I just said that I don't want to be in a Michael Chandler situation. I'm not interested in it. UFC assured me that that's not going to happen. Tom Aspinall on a potential Jon Jones fight. This fight has to happen. When will it happen? I'm predicting sometime in July. Jon Jones would have to go down a little weight. You know, and the funny thing that Mayweather said, people want to see you lose. It's not only in the NBA, MMA, in life itself, people want to see others lose. There's some type of gratification that is manifested in these dark souls' life that want to see people lose. Come on. I don't want to see people lose. I want to see people win. I want to see you win. I want to see my fans win. I want to see my subscribers win. I pray that you want to see me win as well. Jake Paul again in the news. This moment will prove that I'm the face of boxing. How did you become the face of boxing with rigged matches? Me versus Canelo at 200 pounds for the Cruiserweight Championship is the biggest fight. It could happen, but I know for sure Canelo is not going down. I know for sure Canelo is going to pop his head off. This will never happen. The world is not ready for a defeated Jake Paul right now. I don't think he's ready for a defeated Jake Paul. The only way that this could actually happen if you rig the match. You pay for the play. Pay for the play. If countries can be bought by money, so can championships. But this will never happen. And if it does happen, I will do nothing but sit and watch. because I have no control over the situation. But I know that this will never happen. More serious news, more serious news. Missing person. I pray that they find this person. Kendria, 16 years old, 5 feet, 140 pounds, nicknamed Drea. Eyes light brown, hair brown. Last ping on Martin Luther King, South Lee Street, Houston, Texas. Last seen wearing a red oversized hoodie with rugrat pajama pants. I pray that someone finds this lady before it's too late. I pray that someone finds this lady before it's too late. I pray that she's okay. I hope someone finds her. Missing persons. Please call the local authorities if you have any information regarding Kendria. Okay. Idiotic news. I think in basketball, I'll easily be almost the best, if not the best, says Zlatan Ibrahimovic on if he played basketball. You know, there's nothing to have confidence or being overconfident in yourself. There's nothing against it. But this is clearly ridiculous. Maybe he would. Having the ability to put your mind at something takes a great deal of effort and confidence. Do you believe this guy? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Butcher of names. Sorry for the butcher of names. Do you think he would be able to be the best in the NBA? Come on. Kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. Fantasy basketball. Michael Jordan, Stephen Curry, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Shaquille O'Neal. If all 6 were on the same team at their peak, who will be pushed to the bench? I can only think of one name. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Kevin Durant. He will be pushed to the bench. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kevin Durant. He will be pushed to the bench. You know, we LeBron James, power forward. Michael Jordan, point guard. Stephen Curry, shooting point guard. Shaquille O'Neal, you know, strong forward. Kevin Durant. I don't know. This is a tough one. Let me know who do you think will be pushed to the bench if this fantasy team was actually a reality. Shaquille O'Neal is frustrated that he's not yet under contract to continue with inside the NBA next season. Do you think that Shaquille O'Neal contract should be renewed? I love Shaq. I love his antics. And I love his attitude. I would love to see him more on the inside the NBA. I hope they renew his contract. Okay. IShowSpeed reportedly offered $20 million by Jake Paul's manager if he beats him in a boxing fight. Like I said, everybody's after that bag. $20 million? That's a lot of money. Come on, Speed. Get in the ring, Speed. I'm going to have to start taking boxing seriously. And maybe one day I'll get in the ring with Jake Paul too. Okay. Last but not least, that BBL was crazy. Steve Harvey, I salute you. Standing strong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy 110 Kid, live in effect, and you're watching the update. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now, bringing the latest information from me to you.
Everything you say is forgettable. I'm at the park, whole team sitting on a pedestal, a captain, meeting with the animals and the generals. Wash park, pre-rolls, apes and the edibles. Therapeutic, recreational and medical. We got the drip, the hats and the teas is selectable. We get the bag, cash, app and Zelle is acceptable.